Well, good Thursday morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on our Facebook live stream for the show that we love to call After GMS, where we actually love to do it because it's a chance for us to talk one-on-one with you, the viewer, have fun conversations, some serious ones, and then also get some news headlines and a look at weather. And we're going to start with that with Tran Kirksey.
All right, let's go ahead and get to it and talk about what you can expect weather-wise as we go through the day today. And it's really just going to be more of the same. We'll have more heat, more humidity, and the chance of pop-up showers and storms. And just like yesterday, some of those storms could be on the strong side with gusty wind, frequent lightning, and heavy rain. So be on the lookout for that possibility. We'll keep the rain chance at around 50 to 60% again tomorrow. And then the rain chances will start to come down a little bit as we go through the weekend, but I can't rule out an isolated shower or storm, but I still think we'll be mainly dry. And then we'll just wash, rinse, and repeat again and again and again through at least Wednesday or so. That's a quick look at your 7-day forecast.
All right, Tran, thank you. And forgive me, I forgot to introduce us. I'm Stacey Spivey. Megan Malaris is also working from home. And we're going to go straight to our first conversation this morning. Bars, gyms, bowling alleys, movie theaters, and other venues will have to wait at least another 5 weeks to reopen. This comes as Governor Roy Cooper extended phase 2 once again. Some business owners say they understand the decision, but others say the financial impact is beginning to be too much. So we've been asking you this morning, do you support Governor Cooper's decision to extend phase 2 of reopening? You can weigh in now. Go to WFMY.com/vote now or our free app. It continues to be 65% of you say yes, 35% of you say no. The majority is still in favor of his decision. We've been talking about this all morning, but I want to continue the conversation. Megan, I'll start with you. You always look at our numbers every day from the state. Are you surprised with this decision in comparison to those numbers?
Not surprised at all. This is pretty much what we were expecting, an extension of phase 2 or perhaps a slight modification. But we know the governor just extended the latest version of phase 2 that he has in place, which does include the mask ordinance, which will remain in effect. And the mask ordinance is in part what the governor and the COVID-19 task force are crediting with helping stabilize some of these trends. Remember, from the very get-go, the governor and his task force had said that their criteria to moving North Carolina ahead with reopening different stages would be to see these numbers not only stabilize, but also start to decrease for a span of about 2 weeks. And we have started seeing some positive trends and some indications that those numbers will start decreasing, especially with daily new cases, the percentage of tests coming back positive, hospitalizations. But unfortunately, those numbers have not consistently decreased for 2 weeks. And we heard the governor say a large part of extending this now is because kids are going back to school. Yes, a lot of elementary, middle, and high school students are learning remotely for at least the first 9 weeks. But college students, many of them are returning to campus, even though a lot of their learning will also take place online. They're going to be in their dorms together, potentially in some lecture halls together, at the gym when those eventually do reopen, at dining halls together. So it seems to me like the governor really wants to see how this school phase in goes, and if that still keeps the numbers where they are, and then potentially can move to phase 3. But I certainly empathize with the gyms, bars, and theaters that are having to stay closed right now. I don't know how much longer they can sustain these closures.
Yeah, and Tran, I mean, we talked about this earlier on the Good Morning Show. Our hearts are out with those business owners, but it's going to be, you know, our part somewhat to help them out when they are able to reopen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are some, bars that are offering, the opportunity to buy gift certificates online, or, if you want to buy some of the ingredients to make your own drink at home, get those from them as well. I mean, support them as much as you can. And, obviously, there's not one political leader from the top federal government on down to your local leaders that want to even have to deal with this. In a perfect world, we wouldn't be dealing with COVID-19. And there are many states with governors of many political persuasions that are having to do the same thing and take the same steps. So obviously, we're just hoping that we can get to the other side of this sooner rather than later. But unfortunately, this the situation that we're in. And, as we've mentioned many times, our hearts certainly go out to the businesses that are trying to sustain themselves through this, and just support them as much as you're able to, I guess in this situation remotely, gift certificates, things like that. So hopefully we'll get to this sooner rather than later, but we'll just have to kind of take it day by day.
Yeah, that's some great advice, taking life day by day, especially in the world that we're living in right now. Going ahead and looking at some of the comments, Michelle said, "I'm so done with all of this." I think we can all agree with you, Michelle, and sympathize with you on that one. Michelle also said she doesn't support the governor's decision. Let's see, Jerry says no. Bobby says he supports his decision. And let's see, Cynthia says, I agree with the governor's decision. So go ahead, keep weighing in. There are a lot of people on here, almost 200, well now 260 people watching our live stream. So let's go ahead and take a break from our conversations and take a look at some of the morning headlines, Megan.
All right, that sounds good. Let's take a look at this. Ocean Isle on fire again. A neighborhood is burning this morning. Look at this video. These pictures taken by Horry County Fire and Rescue. Multiple houses fully engulfed in flames. No word yet on what caused these massive fires or if anyone was hurt. Of course, we're praying they're not. This is the second time this week houses there have caught fire. The first time was during Hurricane Isaias. 5 more weeks of phase 2, as we just discussed. Yesterday, Governor Cooper announced bars, gyms, and entertainment venues will stay closed until early September. This is the third time phase 2 has been extended for our state. You can continue weighing in on that on our Facebook Live feed right now. Let's talk schools. Asheboro City Schools, the latest district to update and revise and finalize its back-to-school plan. The district says students will now start with remote learning only. Elementary 6th and 9th grade students will have in-school orientation the first week. They'll meet teachers and pick up materials before remote learning from home. The district plans to keep students learning remotely until September 21st.
This pandemic has increased the need for food in our community. That's why Second Harvest Food Bank is providing boxes of meals for needy families in Greensboro. WFMY News 2's Candace Redd joins us from Greensboro, sharing how you can get involved in the fight against hunger.
1 in 5 children struggled with hunger in North Carolina before the coronavirus pandemic hit. And now, due to the health crisis, about 1 in 3 children are facing hunger. Well, that's all according to Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest North Carolina. The nonprofit fights hunger daily with the help of retail grocers, farmers, food manufacturers, processors, and more. And today, Second Harvest is partnering with other local organizations to distribute 90,000 meals to families in need in Greater Greensboro. Well, the heartwarming initiative comes after the Joseph M. Bryan Foundation donated $200,000 to the food bank. Well, Second Harvest says the investment will help provide more than 179,000 meals for community members in the Triad region.
We have been getting out more food than we ever have before. Pre-pandemic, out of our food bank, we were distributing about 38 tons of food a day. And that has turned into about 50 tons a day. And again, this kind of gift helps us to increase that amount and get it to where it's needed most.
You can get involved in the fight against hunger by simply becoming a volunteer. If you can't do that, you can always participate or host a virtual food drive. For more details on that, all you have to do is visit our website. That's WFMYnews2.com.
Well, we do want to take a quick break from all coronavirus news. As that one viewer mentioned, sometimes it's just a lot to deal with. And this next story is a bit cheesy. A new product will hit the shelves from Flaming Hot Cheetos. Take a look at this. The company released its new Flaming Hot Cheetos mac and cheese. It's described as hot, creamy, and bold. So I gotta know, guys, you think you're gonna try this? Megan, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I would try it. I like Cheetos, Doritos, whatever chip has cheese on it. Yeah, I'll eat it. I think it makes sense. This is a combination I wouldn't mind trying. There are some others out there not so sure about, but I know Terrain Kirksey is all for this. I believe I saw you tweet this out. Are you in favor?
I'll try it. You know, I'm kind of adventurous when it comes to food, and I'm willing to try just about any meal at least once. And I think I'd give it a shot. I mean, it seems a little interesting, but I think I'd give it a shot.
So, okay, I know this is unpopular opinion, but I don't like hot Cheetos. I don't know. I like regular Cheetos. Tran's shaking his head at me. I would eat the regular, like, Cheeto flavored mac and cheese, but when it comes to the hot ones, like the flamin' hot, no. Tran, you disagree, don't you?
Yeah, I mean that's the best one. The flaming hot Cheetos and like a soda, like that's the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert of champions right there. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Oh my goodness. Well, either one of you know where you can find these? Because Jennifer wants to know.
I'm not sure. I just kind of saw it pop up on the internet earlier today, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So I guess I need to look more into this so I can track it down for myself as well.
Well, our producer just told me you can find it at Walmart.
There you go.
There you go. You can try it.
There you
Something
go.
new to try. Yeah. Well, you can weigh in. Actually, Jason said just try it. Oh, okay. He's telling me to just try it. I mean, I'm adventurous when it comes to food, but I don't know. Megan, do you like the hot Cheetos?
I mean, I don't know if I've really ever had the hot ones, but I don't think I'd mind them. I love macaroni and cheese, so honestly, you put any kind of cheese or flavoring on macaroni and I'm all for it. We have some really good mac and cheese at restaurants here in North Carolina and the South in general. So yeah, all good to go. Give me a bite and I'll try it.
Okay, well, maybe I just need to be a team player and try it out. Speaking of mac and cheese, I do have to tell you, I highly recommend the mac and cheese from the restaurant here in Greensboro. Of course, I just went blank. Oh, Cow, K-A-U, Cow. So you should try it out. Well, I hope you enjoyed talking about something a little different on our After GMS stream. Go ahead and weigh in if you would try it or not, but we're going to get a quick look at your 7-day forecast.
All right, 7-day forecast, summer. There you go. That's it. We have heat, humidity. There'll be some storms around as well. Typical summer. Nothing exciting in the weather forecast for the next week or so, which is certainly a good thing. We've had enough excitement for sure. I will say this though, a few of the storms that we do see this afternoon and this evening, just like any summer day, a few of them could be on the strong side of gusty wind, heavy rain, and lightning. So you do need to make sure you stay weather aware, especially during the afternoon. We'll have to watch out for the possibility of some strong wind gusts, and also with the heavy rain around, you can't rule out some localized flash flooding as well. But again, that's pretty par for the course for a summer day. So there you go. There's the next 7 days. It's the same thing over and over again. Rain chances generally in the 40 to 50% range most days. Today and tomorrow, the rain chance a little bit higher.
Okay, Tran, thank you. People are still weighing in about that first conversation that we had with Governor Roy Cooper extending phase 2. Keep sharing your thoughts. We're going to be continuing to follow this and giving you the latest updates on what's going to happen here in our state. So stay tuned with that. And that's going to do it for us for After GMS this morning. We hope that you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you on WFMY News 2 at noon on TV. So get out there and get to it.